If you're a non-US resident and you just opened a US LLC, getting an EIN is one of the most important steps you need to take. Without it, you can't open a business bank account, you can't use payment processors like Stripe, and you basically can't properly operate your company. Now, if you're a US citizen or resident, this process is super simple. You can go directly to the IRS website, fill out the EIN application online, and get your EIN instantly for free. But as a non-resident, that option isn't available to you. The IRS requires you to have an SSN or ITIN to use the online application, and most non-residents don't have either of those, especially when you're just starting out. So instead, you have two options here. The first option is to use a service provider. They'll handle the EIN application for you, but they typically charge around $200 for this service. If you want it done fast and you don't want to deal with government forms yourself, this is a solid solution. The second option is to do it yourself for free, which is what most people don't realize is actually possible. Instead of applying online, you need to complete IRS Form SS-4 and send it directly to the IRS by fax. This is often the exact same form that service providers use behind the scenes. The only difference is that you're submitting it yourself instead of paying someone else to do it. Once your SS-4 form is filled out correctly, you fax it to the IRS. After that, you receive your EIN through fax back from the IRS. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to send that fax step by step, including what number to use, how to format it properly, and what to expect after sending it. This allows you to save around $200 and still get the same result. So what you want to do first is go to Google and type in Form SS-4 and hit search. Then the first link is going to be of the IRS to request an EIN. So we click on this and now it's going to open just like that. And we can see it is called Application for Employer Identification Number. Now we will need to fill out this entire form and then send it to the IRS. And to better show you exactly what to fill in, I already have a completed version, which I'll show you as a reference to what parts you actually need to complete. I'll also leave a link to this filled in form in the description so you can use it for reference. So for now, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to fill in based on this form. And the great thing about this form is that it's made an editable PDF format. For example, here we can change the sections, we can type, so you don't need an editor here, we can simply fill it in right here on your computer. So first, for the legal name of the entity, this is going to be the official name of your LLC, which I filled in right here. Then we're gonna fill in 4A and 4B, which is going to be the official address of your LLC. So in my case, this is an LLC opened in New Mexico in Albuquerque, and this was the address, so the street address, and then the city and the state and the zip code. And then for 6, you also need to fill in the county and state where the principal business is located, so simply the county of the city of your LLC. Now for me, I didn't know the county of Albuquerque, so I simply Googled that online and it gave Bernalillo County, and I filled it in right here. Now for 7A, you simply want to fill in your full name as the name of responsible party, so first and last name. Then for 5A and 5B, you want to fill in your address where business is conducted, so basically where you live in your foreign country. So in this case, that was in Finland for this example of this form. So simply fill in your own address. You can see city, state, zip code, street address like that. Then for 7B, SSN, ITIN or EIN, of course, we don't have either of those yet. So here you want to fill in foreign to show that you're a foreign national applying for an EIN. 8A, is this application for an LLC or foreign equivalent? Yes. If 8A is yes, was the LLC organized in the United States? Also yes. Then for 9A, the type of entity. For this, you want to select other and type it in like this: foreign owned US disregarded entity. So we show this is a non-resident owned LLC. Then here, we want to fill in the state where the LLC has been formed. If your state was Wyoming, Delaware, Florida, fill it in right here. In this example, for me, it was New Mexico. Then for 10A, the reason for applying, you select started a new business, and here you can fill in what you are going to do with your business. So you can say e-commerce or whatever you're going to do. I just selected general business, is usually accepted as well. Then we have 11, the date business started or acquired. So when was your LLC formed? You can see this in the articles for organization, reformation documents of your company. For me, that was March 20th, 2026. Make sure that you fit it in month, day, year, so the American format. Europeans often make mistakes here, including myself. And the closing month of accounting year, it's going to be December. For pretty much everyone, this is going to be December. Then for 15, right here, you want to select NA as in not available, just like that. Then for 16, check one box that best describes the principal activity of your business. You can select a relevant option here if it is. You can also fill in general business or whatever you do with your company. Again, you can fill in e-commerce. With 17 again, I fill in general activity. And 18 has the applicant entity shown on line 1 ever applied for and received an EIN. It's going to be no. If it's your first time receiving an EIN for this LLC, which it most likely is. Then we need to fill in our name and the title of the company. Now for 99% of people, we are going to be members of the LLC. So it's going to be first name, last name, comma, and then member. And you want to fill in your phone number. This can be a foreign number where you want to include the area code. So for me, this is a Dutch number. All the information in the editable sections are done. Now what we need to do is add a signature and the date of when we're actually faxing this to the IRS. And we need to get a fax number, which I'll show you later. Okay, to do this, you then want to download the file. So simply click download with your changes and then upload it to a PDF editor. I'm using small PDF to add a section here for the signature and the date. This can be any PDF editor, it doesn't really matter. Simply what you want to do is here, go to the sign feature and we can then add a signature here. I already have one here, you can add one. For me, it's just a simple HB. So we make that a bit smaller. Simply add it here. Then for the text, we want to go to edit right here. And then we want to add a text section and basically fill in the date when you're going to send the fax. So if you're going to send it today, for me, it is now 03/26/2026, just like that. Again, put it in American format. So first the month. And now we can download this file again, but there's one more thing that we need, and that is a fax number. And just like me, you most likely do not have a fax number yourself, so we have to get one. So for this, we have to use an online tool. I will leave a link down in the description, or you can type in byhessel.com/fax+. It's gonna then bring you to the homepage, and it's an online tool that lets us send a fax to the IRS and receive the EIN confirmation back. So here we want to create an account. Okay, there we go. Then we now created our account. And now what we need to do is get a fax number. And to do that, we do need to upgrade the plan so we can receive and send faxes. So we click on this. Okay, then we need to select the plan. So first I select monthly, and the basic plan is good enough, which is around $9 per month. And you only need this for 1 month since you're just sending and receiving a single fax. And even in the case the IRS takes a bit longer, worst case, you pay $9 again, which is manageable, right? So here we click select plan. We click continue with monthly. And now what we want to do is first select the country. So we want to select United States, which as you can see is right here. And then we can see the plan changes to $9 per month. Here we then want to select the area code. This is totally fine if it's random, so just leave it on random. And then you want to complete the purchase right here by filling in your billing information. And this is then going to be your designated fax number. So after you complete the purchase, you'll get your own fax number assigned. For me, it shows here. You want to copy this, then go back to the form and add it right here. And then you want to download this, and this is going to be the completed form that we're going to use. So now we need to fax our form to the IRS. And I'll leave a link in the description again to this page of the IRS that says where to file your taxes for Form SS-4. And we want to look for this fax number right here. So for foreigners outside the US, so you want to copy this number. I'm going to leave the link below because this can change per year. Right now it is this number, but maybe if you watch this a year later, it could be different. So always check that and copy this number. Then once we copy this, we want to go to Fax Plus and then click Send Fax and select our IRS Form SS-4. So just like that, I got the file selected. And then right here, you want to paste in the fax number. So if it gives you an error, simply remove the lines in between and add +1 before you start typing, then it will get accepted. And now before we send this to the IRS, we also need to upload our articles of organization or formation documents as supporting documentation to basically prove that this LLC exists and that you're the owner, right? So you can download this from your registered agent. If you're working with Northwest, for example, that's super easy. And then you want to upload the file. Okay, there we go. I also added the articles of organization of my New Mexico LLC, and then we want to click send. It will now take a couple of minutes to transmit, and that is pretty much it. You've successfully sent your EIN application to the IRS. Now you typically need to wait a couple of weeks, and once processed, the IRS will send your EIN confirmation back to your Fax Plus number. Now the processing time can vary, but is usually somewhere between 2 and 3 weeks, depending how busy they are. You'll receive the confirmation as a fax document that shows up in your Fax Plus inbox. This document will have your official EIN number on it, along with confirmation that your business entity has been registered with the IRS. Make sure to download and save this document because you need it for opening bank accounts and setting up payment processing. By the way, if you haven't set up your LLC yet, that's step 1 before getting your EIN. I personally use Northwest Registered Agent for that, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. Once you then receive your EIN confirmation, you can cancel your Fax Plus subscription, as you probably won't need the fax services after this. In case you don't want to do this, you think it's too much trouble, I've also left a link down to a EIN application tool where you can get an EIN in a couple days, also as a non-resident. So that is it. You successfully obtained your EIN for free instead of paying $200 to a service provider. The process takes a bit more effort on your part, but you're getting the exact same result for basically no cost except the Fax Plus fee, which is around $8. I've left links in the description to all resources you need, and if this video helped you, please leave a like and see you in the next one.